Pumigtas po kami. Ayun. Good evening po. Welcome to Project Creative Collab. Welcome po sa ating mga
Or,
panauhin.
nandito sa kotse ko. Oo.
Please. Isin natin. Hi to our to everyone here, to Mitch, Gerard, Pendeline, at Judy, Mian, Charlotte, and Clarice. Kamusta na guys? Kamusta kayo? And by the way, I am your administrator for this month, for the month of March, from Saturdays and Sunday. And I will be administrating the whole webinar itself. And I also have Miss Divine as my moderator. Hi, Miss Divine. Kamusta po?
Hello po. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, I'm good.
Good. Ayun. So, ang topic po natin today is Introduction to Freelancing ESL Teaching. Mahirap ba yun, Miss Divine?
Well, if it's your passion, I don't think something would be difficult. But if it's not your passion, definitely it's gonna be difficult. But if we're gonna compare it with the call center agent, because we have customer service, right? This one, we have to be jolly. It's not
Mm-hmm.
scripted for sure. And we meet different people from all ages, from the youngest to the eldest one, from different walks of life, from
Mm-hmm.
housewives to business corporate like CEOs as well. If we will compare it with virtual assistant,
Mm-hmm.
it's also similar with giving assistance to their language training, except the too much of administrative task. And if we will compare it with the regular teacher at school, this one is usually one-on-one. So we need better concentration, focused on the student, and the most difficult part in here is we have to be so good in English when it comes to grammar, technicals, pronunciation, basically, and we have to be jolly and energetic in most situations. So even we have stomach ache or any kinds of pain, we have to smile. So no personal
Mm-hmm.
issues should get into the class. So I don't know if it sounds difficult, but if it's someone's, personality, like you're outgoing, I think it's gonna be easy.
By the way, guys, Miss Divine would be our speaker for tomorrow as
Yeah.
well. And yeah, that's it. So technically, medyo mahirap siya sa una. I think for me, siguro, if you're on to teaching, ESL would be much more easier. Please, I think so.
Yeah,
And
teaching, and if you're fun loving, I
yeah,
think. Because serious people, I mean, they can teach here, but they won't be the student's favorite if you're too serious in the class. So we have to, bend our personalities here. So that's the only difference. Because we have a lot of teachers, like in public schools, private schools, they love teaching, but I'm not sure if they can do ESL teaching.
Mm.
Yeah, so they're kind of different, I think.
Thank you po, Miss Divine. By the way, yung speaker po natin is Miss Christine Abilencia. By the way, she has been a professional teacher since 2015. She has been an ESL tutor as well since 2021. And she has a passion for teaching. Hi po, Miss Christine.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Okay.
Good po.
Good evening. How are you today? Oh, parang nasa klase lang. Ganun kasi yung entrada pag nasa klase eh. Yung ano talaga,
Sure.
hyper agad.
Energy.
Yes. Okay. So, okay, good evening, everyone. And so, again, I'm Miss Christine Abulencia. So, tama naman yung sabi. So, I've been teaching for yeah, 9 years. 9 years already. So 2 years. So actually I started teaching 2013. So after I graduate agad. So nagturo agad, 2 years in private and the succeeding years public school. Okay? So now, okay, so is everyone ready?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I'll be sharing my screen with you so we can start. Okay, wait a moment. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes po.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so tonight I will be discussing with you the freelance ESL teaching. So we will be discussing the basics, the introduction. Okay, so is anyone here? Okay, so yeah, is anyone here who loves English? Okay, pero ba dito naka bet na bet ang English language?
Naku, hindi ko bet yung
Anyone?
English.
You don't
Nagtaka ko
like
sa
it.
English natin.
Okay. How about the others? Do you like English? The English subject. So for example, can you still remember when you were studying? So did you ever feel, oh, I really love English? Okay. So anyone who loves English here? Okay, so according to Kuya Brian, he doesn't like English, or maybe he's not inclined to it. How about the others? Okay. All right. Okay, so siguro wala na i-mix. So siguro violins. Okay, they don't like English. Okay. So actually, when I was in high school, so makwento ko lang. When I was in high school, my favorite subject was science. Okay, science. Science talaga yung gusto ko. Okay, and then, uh, hmm, wait, what is this? Okay, all English doesn't like us. Okay, so there. Okay, can you see the screen? The other screen po.
Yes, yes po.
Yes.
Okay, okay, all right. So here. Okay, so yon. English doesn't like us. Sabi ni Miss Renalyn. Okay, so there. And okay, yeah. So, kagaya ng sinasabi ko my favorite subject was science. Then, nung ako yung nag-college, there's no, so ang sabi ko nga, sige nga, mag-teacher. Teacher is what I'm going to pursue in college. But then, there's no science major. So, doon ako bumagsak sa English. Okay? So, now, let's continue with this one. Okay, so yan, napakilala ko na naman ng sarili ko. So actually, for the information of everybody, so I'm also trying to pursue social media management. Hindi pa lang talaga ma-push. Sobrang busy kasi sa school, especially when you're in DepEd. Super. Okay. So these are the topics that we're going to discuss tonight. So the first one, understanding ESL teaching. So discuss natin what is ESL teaching and ano ba yung significance niya? What's the importance? Then getting started as a freelancer ESL teacher. So ano ba ang freelance ESL teaching? Ano yung advantages and disadvantages niya? And what are the steps to get started? Okay, so after that, we will be also discussing the tools and resources for freelance ESL teacher. Kasi if you're a freelance ESL teacher, you need tools, you need books, you need resources. So I will be discussing this one later. Then we have assessment and feedback tools. So hindi lang tayo sa classroom teaching nag-assessment. Okay, so we can also use this in online teaching kasi hindi naman siya pwedeng purely teaching. Okay, sometimes pwede tayo magpa-games, pwedeng meron kayong test after ng isang unit ng book. And lastly, online presence. So kasi pag sinabi nating freelancer, ESL teacher ka, so para lang din yung mga freelance, yung VA, SMM. So you have to have your online presence. So I will tell you why. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. Okay, so sabi nga English language. So when we see English language, so this is the dominant global lingua franca. What do we mean by that? So meaning, iba ang oh, okay, wait. Wait a moment. Let me see. Okay. Wait, okay. How about, can you see this? Oh, why is it? Okay. How about this one? Can you see it now po?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay na
okay.
po.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Okay, okay. Sorry, I wasn't, not, I didn't notice it. Okay, so this one. All right, so, when we say English language, so dominant global lingua franca, so meaning this is the language regularly used for communication between people who do not share a native language. So meaning po, when we say lingua franca, so ito yung language na ginagamit. For example, Filipinos, you're going to talk with Japanese. So of course, ang common language na pwede natin gamitin is English. Okay? So then, a common language for communication among speakers of different native languages, so yun na nga. The language of choice for collaboration and exchange in international, business, academics, and technology. So all of us are very aware naman na English talaga yung gamit. Okay? Next. Then we have okay, ESL teaching. So what is ESL teaching? So the practice of teaching English to non-native speakers. So what do we mean by non-native speakers? So these are the people na hindi usually when we say native speakers, these are the Americans, the British. Okay, so because that's their native language. Okay, so for non-native, so we Filipinos are non-native speakers. So there, it involves developing language skills such as listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Okay, so when we say ESL teaching, so we focuses on listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So same lang din siya ng classroom teaching. So we focus on developing the skills of the students, listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So those are the important skills. Then it can take place in various settings, including schools, language centers, and online platforms. So okay, so mostly online siya. Okay, but then there are centers that actually offer ESL teaching. Okay, and then we have ESL teachers play a vital role in helping students improve their English proficiency and achieve their language goals. Okay, so ito talaga yung pinaka uh, significant, yung ito talaga yung hinahanap ng students. So why they enroll in ESL centers, why they look for ESL teachers. Kasi they want to improve their English proficiency. For example, may student ako na Chinese. She's an adult already. Ang line niya ay in finance. So actually, she's working na. And tinanong ko siya, what's your reason for enrolling? Kasi ang sabi niya sa akin, she wants to improve her communication skills. Why? Because sabi niya, she mostly talk to customers or clients. So yun. Kasi na-try namin mag-conversation, conversational English. So yun nga, medyo minsan nagbabuffer, minsan nag-i-stop siya. She doesn't know what words she needs to say. Okay? Then, all right. Oh, wait. Yan. Okay. So we also have here the different English language levels. Okay. So sabi nila, kasi minsan madaming reels na lumalabas, kailangan ba magaling ako mag-English pag ako'y nag-apply ng as VA, as SMM? So sabi nila, yes, totoo. Okay naman na hindi. Okay na hindi perfect yung grammar. But for this one, ESL teaching, sabi nga ni Ate Divine, you have to learn those things. Kailangan alam mo kung paano gumamit ng is, are, do, does, what, where. So why? Kasi we will be delivering English lessons. And kailangan talaga maituro natin ng maayos yung English sa kanila. So we have different English language levels ng learner. So we have the A1. When we say A1, beginner, Then A2, pre-intermediate. Ito yung tinatawag nating elementary level. B1, intermediate. B2, upper intermediate. Then we have the C1. So mostly adults na yung nandito, yung sa level na to, C1. And C2, yung mastery, as in yung perfect ka na mag-English. Okay? So there you go. Next one. So for example, paano mo makakategorize yung learners mo kung nasang level ba sila? Kasi when we say ESL teaching, you really have to know the level of the student. Because when you say you're freelance ESL teaching, you will be crafting your own lesson plans based from what the student needs, based from the level that he or she is in. Okay, so for example, so ano ba yung mga sentences or words na nasasabi na ng A1? For example, the cat is not playing. So yung very simple, minsan nga mas maiksi pa dito. For example, the cat is yellow. So yon. So mostly, pag sinabi nating A1, these students are yung very young. Minsan, 4 years old, meron nang nag-enroll. So ito yung mga students na kailangan ng teacher ng madaming patience. Okay, tsaka dito din yung talagang ano ka, parang jolly-jolly ka, para ka na si Jollibee nga, magbibida-bida ka dun sa class. Kasi ano sila, yung attention span nila is very short. Kasi sabihin natin yung class is 25 minutes, pero yung 25 minutes na yon, very long na yon para sa ganyong ages. Sobrang tagal na nun para sa kanila. So, ito talaga yung challenge pag yung A1. Kasi may na-try ako before, 4 years old. As young as 4 years old. Tapos may time na mag-a-atsaki sila or magta-tantrums while having the class. Minsan naman, katabi yung mother. Minsan yung parents yung taga-sabi ng sagot pag may question. So, para dalawa yung students mo. So, these are these kinds of students. Then we have the A2. Let's try moving the toy more. So, as you can see, medyo nag-evolve yung sentence, nadadagdagan. Then we have B1. Okay, ito yung medyo ano na din. Let me try. He'll play more if we wiggle the string. So if we, as you can see here, mas madami na siyang vocabulary words na nailalaga o na nagagamit sa sentence. Then B2, okay, so ito na yung mga junior high school. Then C1, so ito C1. So we can consider ourselves C1. So kasi pag adults na kasi to, yeah. Then C2, so ito talaga yung mga native speakers. As in yung they're very familiar with the language. Okay, next. Then we have, okay, so this one, getting started as a freelance ESL teacher. So, okay, so bago tayo mag-dive dito, so do you have any questions muna about dun sa mga naunang slide? So, may questions po ba? None. Okay, so wala naman. Okay, so there you go. Now let's start with getting started as a freelance ESL teacher. Okay, so a freelance ESL teacher teaches online. So yun nga, online ang ating platform ng pagtuturo. So tama yung sinabi ni Ms. Divine, it's very different sa classroom teaching. Kasi ang freelance ESL teaching mostly one-on-one. Bihira lang din yung group or by twos na students. Okay, then as a contractor with an online marketplace or language school. Okay, so sometimes may mga ESL teacher na nakakapag-establish ng kanilang school. So, yun, pag talagang sobrang dami na nilang nakuhang students, then time will come na talaga mag-establish sila ng sarili nilang ESL language schools. Choosing their students, schedule and teaching needs. Okay, so yung schedule, so pag kasi sinabing freelance, so flexible, bahala ka kung anong oras mo gusto magturo, umaga, gabi. So yon. And then also choosing their students. So pwedeng mamili ka lang ng students mo kung gusto mo Vietnamese lahat, Japanese, Chinese, kung gusto mo doon sa mga Western, kasi minsan may mga Western din na naghahanap ng teacher, ESL teacher. And teaching niche. So pag sinabi nating teaching niche, anong klaseng students yung hinahanap mo? So are you looking for kids only? or dun ka sa teen, sa adult, okay? And sometimes may business English din. Okay, so when you say business English, ito na yung mga professionals. Okay, some teachers use this path to find students and begin private tutoring. Okay, so sometimes ESL teacher, so just like me, I started with yung may company muna. So although I'm still teaching din sa isang under ng company. So sometimes there are ESL teachers na they say it pinapirate yung students. Inaano nila, kinukuha nila kasi yun ay for example students nila yun dun sa under ng company na yon, then may contact na sila sa isa't isa, then there will be a time na yun ko i-encourage or tatanungin na if you want to be my private student. So there. Kasi why? Mas bigger kasi ang rate if you are private ESL teacher. Okay? Kasi wala kang kahati. Pag kasi under ka ng company, under ka ng isang agency, something like that, syempre may cut sila doon. So hindi mo solo yung salary. Then we have freelance ESL teaching involves offering language instruction services independently without being affiliated with a specific institution or organization. So yan nga, nabanggit ko na din. You can offer your services nang hindi ka under ng isang company, ESL company or organization. And freelancers have the flexibility to set their schedules, choose clients, and design their teaching approach. Okay, so yan, pwede kang, for example, may mag-book sa'yo na trial class, and then medyo hindi mo na nagustuhan yung attitude ng bata, so pwede mo siyang i-decline. So there, and pwede din naman na pili ka lang talaga ng students na gusto mo based on their nationalities. Okay, so you're very free of being a freelance ESL teacher and design their teaching approach. Okay, so sabi nga parang ano lang din kasi yan yung sa teaching sa school. So sometimes may section na okay itong approach, may section naman na hindi. Minsan naman pwede parehas or iba-iba dapat yung teaching strategy mo or teaching approach. So there, you will also base it on the student's language level. Okay, then next we have is okay, so what are the advantages and disadvantages or the challenges? Okay, so we have here the advantages. So let's discuss first. Ano ba yung mga magaganda na pwede mong maging experience kapag naging isa kang private naging freelance ESL teacher ka? Okay? So meron tayong una, flexibility. So why? You can set your own schedule. Kung gusto mo mag-work ka lang ng 6 p.m. to 10, you can do that. And you can work from anywhere. So, for example, kasi nga ano siya, pwede ka, for example, gusto mo bakasyon muna sa beach, so pwede ka doon magturo sa beach. Okay. Then, you have the autonomy. So, meaning you can design and implement your teaching methods. Okay. So, kasi pag under ka ng isang ESL company, meron silang binibigay na curriculum. For example, this is the book. For example, the book is Let's Go Book 2. Sa isang class, ang kadalasan kasing rule nila, 2 pages lang in a day or in a class. So minsan kasi ang tagal-tagal ng time tapos yung bata is marunong na talagang yung 2 pages na yon saglitan lang yun sa kanya kahit nagpa-spelling ka na, nagpagawa ka na ng sentences. So yon. You can implement your teaching method. So you are free to do everything. So as long as it will benefit the student. Okay? So kasi nga under ng company, ganito sasabihin nila, may manunood pa minsan sa iyo, sasabihin sa iyo na you're not jolly today, mga ganun pa. Minsan may mga rate pang yung rating nire-rate ka pa habang nagtuturo. 'Di ba nakakaano kasi siya. For me, parang ano na magturo, 'pag gano'n. Everyday na may manonood sa'yo tapos sasabihin sa'yo yung gano'n, yung mga, mislaps mo while teaching. So, sometimes may mga gano'n na company, may napuntahan ako dati na gano'n, na nanonood yung isang TA ang tawag nila, and then after no'n pero okey naman kasi siya kasi nababago mo talaga yung teaching style mo. Pero alam mo yun, sometimes you have to do yung parang meron kang gusto kasing i-execute na strategy na hindi mo magawa. Kasi sabi nila dapat ganito lang yung gawin mo, ganito lang, ganito, bawal kang mag-add ng mga ganito. So yun. Tapos meron pa minsan sasabihin nila dapat dito ka lang sa book na 'to, bawal kang gumamit ng mga YouTube, bawal kang gumamit ng online games. So may mga gano'n. So parang ano, super restricted yung galaw ng teacher. Okay? Diverse students. When you see diverse students, so ito nga, you can work with students in different races. Kung gusto mo Asian, kung gusto mo Western, yung mga nasa UK, sometimes kasi may mga UK, African, UK, yan. May mga nag enroll na students. Okay, so ano naman ang benefit ng ganon? So diverse students. So what I love about this one, you get to meet a lot of people na you can share everything, you can share your culture, something like that. You will be able to know how do these people behave, what are their traditions and culture, mga ganon. Kasi minsan sa atin may mga bagay na okay lang, sa kanila pala, bawal pala yung gawin. So yun, as in talaga para ka na ding, alam mo yun, pag may bala ka mag-travel, para bang sila yung nagiging ano mo, brochure. Parang something like that na, ito sige, bawal pala tong gawin dito sa bansang to. Sige, pag ako nag-travel, hindi ko to gagawin. Mga ganong bagay. Okay? And then, hindi ko lang na-include dito, salary. Sabi ko nga kanina, the salary is all yours. So, wala kang kahati. Okay? Then, ano ba ang challenges kapag freelance ESL teacher ka? So, una, uncertain income. Income may vary, especially when starting. So, ito yon. Pag nag-start ka pa lang, syempre, hindi ka kasi agad talaga ang magiging mindset mo, hindi ko pa to kaya. Hindi pa ako pwede mag-private students. So, ang kadlimitang nangyayari pag starting yung isang teacher or yung isang tao na gusto mag-ESL teaching, ang gagawin muna niyan is maghahanap sila ng ESL company. Na parang ano, doon muna sila mag-train, kukuha muna sila ng experiences. So, yon. Kasi ano talaga siya kasi ngayon sa totoong buhay, ang ESL teaching din kasi ay very competitive na din. So, madami ka na ding kalaban. So, if you will see groups na ESL, sobrang dami. Sobrang dami talagang nagtatry at naghahanap or nagtatry maging ESL teacher. Okay, so yan, income. So, isa pang factors dyan kung masipag ka. May times talaga na tatamadin ka. Why? Kasi ano yan parang ano lang din kasi yan. Yung alam mo ba, yung alam niyo yung feeling na, for example, 14 classes ka in a day. Tapos sunod-sunod, ang pahinga mo lang every 5 minutes. So, yon. Okay. Wait, miss. All right. Okay. Wait. So, and then we have, okay, so sabi ko nga, if in a day may 14 classes ka, so medyo nakakatamad talaga siya. So parang ganun. Meron akong co-teacher, ESL teacher din siya. As in, sabi nga niya kanina, 2 p.m. until 11 p.m. daw yung turo niya. Tapos ang pahinga lang niya is 5 minutes ng 5 minutes every class. Okay, so imagine yung talagang pagod. Kasi nakakapagod din, tsaka masakit din talaga siya sa mata. Yung 14 classes straight na nakatutok ka sa laptop. So, yon. And then, kasi itong ano din may, what do we call this? May investment din kasi ang pagiging ESL teacher. May investment siya. So, kailangan mo mag-invest ng gamit, ng yung mga headset mo, so laptop mo, kasi hindi talaga pwede yung mga Celeron na processor. Kasi nag-try ako before, talagang di natanggap. sobra talagang bagal. So kasi ano din talaga siya, magi-invest ka talaga. Then we have self-marketing, okay? If you want to become a freelance ESL teacher, you have to promote yourself online. So, para maka-attract ka ng students. So, kailangan masipag ka din sa social media. Kasi kadalasan sa social media mo din mahahanap yung mga students na gusto mo. Okay? Then we have isolation. So, isa ito. So, siguro pag introvert ka, malalabanan mo to, yung isolation. Lack of colleagues can be isolating. Pero yeah, pero ako introvert kasi ako. So, yeah, this one is a very, great challenge for me talking here. So, yan, isolation, pag yung ikaw yung tao na madaling mabore, na nasa bahay ka lang, paupo-upo ka lang, yun, nakikipag-usap ka lang sa students mo. So, yun. So, sabi ko nga, may times talaga na parang tatamadin ka. Minsan kasi ganun ako, yung minsan nung nagdadasal ako, sana absent yung student ko today. Something like that. Sana, yung ganun. So, yun. And then, all right. Okay, wait. What am I sharing now? Hmm. Okay, so yan. So, steps to get started. So, ano ba yung qualifications and certifications na need natin? Okay, so for this one, the first one is acquire relevant ESL teaching certifications. So, ito yung sinasabing TEFL, TESOL. So, kadalasan kasi ito talaga yung agad na hinahanap nila. So, they will ask you, do you have TESOL? Do you have TEFL? Something like that. Do you have training related to English teaching? Something like that. Then, okay, then, ito talaga yung pinaka number one. Medyo na mali lang ako nalagay. Consider acquiring experiences. Okay? Hindi ka pwedeng sumabak sa ESL teaching nang wala kang teaching experiences. So, sabi nga kanina, pag teacher ka, mukha siyang madali. Pero honestly, nung ako nag-i-start, hindi siya madali. Although teacher na ako, hindi siya madali. Why? Kasi doon pa lang, kasi nag-start din ako sa pag-undergo sa isang company. Ang dami na nilang hiningi, yung video introduction, na ang hirap gawin. Hindi ko alam, although 1 minute lang naman siya, 1.5 minute, pero ang hirap niyang gawin, yung video introduction. Minsan nga, nag-try ako magpasa before, hindi siya pumasa. Yung video introduction ko. Na-frustrate ako. Sabi ko, bakit ganun? English teacher naman ako. Nag-i-English naman talaga ako, pero hindi pumasa yung aking video introduction. So, nakaka-stress siya, although teacher na talaga ako. Tapos, yun nga, iba yung way ng pagtuturo. Sa classroom teaching kasi, meron tayong sinusunod na lesson plan, yung as in, motivation, then activity, then analysis, abstraction, something hanggang doon sa dulo. Pero dito kasi, meron ding introduction. But there are times na talaga mababago yung flow kasi may flow kasing ako kasi may flow akong sinusundan sa pagtuturo online. So meron akong flow and sometimes yung flow na yon is nababago, especially if yung student is sometimes we call it very naughty students, if there are rude students, and if there are very inattentive or not so participative students. Something like that. Yung as in yung may mga students na yung especially the kids, magtatantrums, yung gusto bigla mag-drawing, yung gusto bigla kukuha ng toys, ipapakita sa'yo kasi related siya dun sa lesson. Sabi niya, oh teacher, I have a robot too. Can I show it to you? Something like that. May mga ganon. Talagang, paano ka, naku, tapos kailangan matapos mo talaga siya in 25 minutes, yung lesson na yun. So sometimes sasabihin ng parents, teacher, is it okay to draw? Pinog parents kasi nag-a-attract na yung bata. Kasi nga, gusto daw mag-drawing. So, yon. So, mahirap siya. Pag kasi nasa classroom, pwede kang magsaway. Pwede kang magsaway ng ilang beses. Pero pag kasi sa online teaching, yung isa, hanggat maaari hanggang isang saway na lang. Kasi, syempre, mauubos yung oras nyo sa kasasaway. And mostly ang saway mo lang naman is sabihin mo, okay, so can you please focus in class? Okay, so you can play again later, after class, mga ganun. So yon, so mahirap talaga siya. And then we have, okay, so ito na nga, ito, libre ko lang to nakuha. Teaching English as a foreign language course. Ito yung sa teacher record, libre lang to. Then tong TESOL, ito may bayad talaga to kasi doon nga nag-i-start ako. Sabi ko, ba, kailangan pala talaga nun. Eh, nung una, ito lang yung kinuha ko, yung teacher record. Then ito. Okay. So, yan, yung TESOL, tsaka TEFL. Itong TESOL, parang nasa 1,000 mahigit yung binayaran ko dito. And medyo, ano to, bigatin na certificate kasi, ano siya the International Academy, tapos ito talaga yung hinahanap. Pero, talaga yung iba, talaga may mga ano pa, IELTS. Yung mga ganon. CELTA. Okay. So, yon. Then we have portfolio. Okay, so this one, parang sa pagiging VA lang din or SMM, so we have to show our portfolio if you like to be a freelance ESL teacher. Why? Kasi, syempre, sino magtitiwala sa'yo na parents or students kung wala kang maipakitang credentials? Kung wala kang maipakita na, oh, nagturo talaga pala siya ng mga Chinese. Wala kang maipakitang testimonials or feedback from students. So this can be shown using a website. Okay? So kasi last 2022 yata. So I'm also a graduate ng DICT ESL for business. Talagang hinord ko na yung courses ng DICT. So yun, nag-undergo din ako doon and naggawa kami ng portfolio showcasing our credentials. So pwede mo dito ilagay anong natapos mo, kung gusto mo ilagay yung diploma mo, teaching philosophy, and then yung sample lesson plans. Pero hindi ko siya in-include doon sa aking website. Ang highlight ko doon sa akin is yung student testimonials or feedback. Kasi makita pa lang yun, sabihin ng students, oh, okay, teacher talaga siya. Sasabihin nilang ganon. Talagang may experience na siya. Okay. Okay, so meron tayo dito. ESL teacher means as is online class teacher, wherein the class is assigned to you or personally collect students. Yes po. Kapag private, yung pag mismo ikaw yung maghahanap ng students mo, ikaw yung magko-collect. Ikaw yung maghahanap sa kanila. Pero pag mag-undergo ka po ng ESL company, for example, yung mga 51 Talk, ACADSOC, sila yung mag-a-assign sa'yo. Ano po? So, minsan din merong booking class na sinasabi, naka-open yung schedule mo, tapos sila yung magbubook ng oras na yon. So, meron pong ganon. Pero pag private, as in yung freelance, yung ikaw talaga, ikaw yung maghahanap. Yun po. Okay, so this one, portfolio. Sabi ko nga po, pwede nyo siyang i-show via website. So, madali lang na din naman gumawa today. Yung Canva, meron na siyang website. Pero, let me share mine po. This one is, ito yung assignment ko noon sa DICT ESL Job for Business. So, it's not as informal school, okay? Okay, so Miss Aleli, okay, it's not informal school. Yes, miss. Online kasi talaga siya. Pero baka kasi nadidinig yung mga common, yung mga... kasi meron dito sa amin, sa aming place, may tutorial center na online yung klase pero meron silang office. Sometimes, for example, yung bata is talagang hindi siya makuha sa online, pwedeng dalhin doon sa center para sa face-to-face classes. Ano po? I hope nasagot ko yun, okay? But just an after school. Yes, opo, after school talaga siya. For example, hindi siya yung klase ng tutorial na sasagutan yung homework, hindi po siya ganon. As in, may book, kasi sasabihin naman sa inyo ng parent, ano yung need niyang i-improve, ano yung problem doon sa bata, bakit siya need mag-undergo ng English class. So yun po, tapos i-assess mo na yung bata, then may book ka na gagamitin for the student. Ano po? So yun po siya. Okay. So ito yung nagawa ko before na website. So ito yon. Ito yung branding ko. Kasi kailangan may brand. If you attended yung last webinar, kasi sabi nga nila, pag brand, kailangan makilala. Yon, okay po. So thank you po, Miss Alali. So kailangan yung matatandaan ka kasi iyo yon, parang ganon. Sa'yo yung kulay. Para pag naalala, oh, yung kulay violet, oh, kay teacher Tin yun. Parang ganon. Okay. So this one is my site na nagawa yeah. So meron ako ditong home, about, portfolio, certificate, services. Then pwede din mag-add ng blog para lang to showcase na talagang expert ka sa ginagawa mo. As in, pwede dito yung educational. For example, you can share how to use prepositions, how to use passive and active voices, yung mga ganun. So here, teacher Tin, okay, so about, so tell something about yourself, yan. Okay, portfolio, yan. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina. Kailangan meron kang proof. Para sa social media, social proof. Okay, so meron tayong, yan. Ito kasi sa LingoStar. Sino sa inyong familiar sa LingoStar? Kasi nag-try din ako doon sa LingoStar. Kaso ang daming penalty. Sobrang daming penalty. Doon. So, yan. Okay. Yan, Okay. Alright, nag-add si Ate Divine. Okay, so here, English class. Then, meron tayong feedback. Yan, I'm very happy today. Alam niyo yung feeling na katatapos lang ng klase nyo, tapos ganito yung message ng bata. Kasi minsan bata talaga yung nagsasabi. I'm very happy because today was a very fun lesson for me. Siya, as a teacher, ewan ko, siguro talagang para ako sa teaching. Nakakaantig siya ng puso. Yung kahit pagod na pagod ka is, makabasa ka ng ganito, talagang goods na goods. Okay? Yan, today is a very yan. Then, okay, so ito yung feedback ng parent. So, especially pag parent tayo nagbigay ng feedback sa'yo, talagang mapapasaya ka na doon. Okay, so yan po. Then, yan. Right. Yan po, mga students, ito sa LingoStar. So, kung meron po sa inyo nagbabalak, pwede din kayo mag-try sa LingoStar. So, medyo heavy nga lang yung need na equipment nila. Kasi parang ang i5 is medyo laggy. Laggy na. Okay? Then yan. Okay, so yan po. And then we have certificates. Yan, pwede mo ditong i-show yung iyong certificates na nakuha. Yan, ito yung katunayan na galing din akong DSCT, ESL. Okay. Yan. And then, yan, pag freelance ESL teacher ka, so you have to set your own packages. So, ano yung ituturo mo. Pero pwede mo pa rin siyang i-customize base sa kung ano gusto nung student or nung parent. Kasi pwede namang sabihin ng parent, gusto lang niya kasi speaking, tsaka writing. So, pwede nyo i-customize yon. So, this one, pwede nyo ilagay ang price. Okay, then we have blog. Okay, yan. Sabi ko nga, pero ito hindi ko na nadagdagan kasi sobrang busy sa school. So, yan. Just to show your expertise para maniwala sila na talagang expert ka sa iyong job. And then we have contact. Yan, special. Kailangan mo talaga to. So, you have to show ito kasi Calendly pa to. Pag clinic to, Calendly. And then ito yung iyong social media links, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Okay? So, yeah. All right. So let me share another. Balik po tayo doon sa ating screen na isa. Okay. Okay, so setting rates. Pag nag-set kayo ng rates, so syempre, magre-research muna kayo. Syempre, para magbe-benchmark, ano ba ang rate ng ibang ESL teacher. And then, consider factors like experience. Okay? So, kung anong experience mo, ima-match mo dun sa price. Syempre, pag beginner ka lang din, hindi ka naman pwede din mag-presyo ng mahal. Ika nga, sabi nila. So, you have to consider yung experience ninyo, specialization, and client base. So, client base, kasi pag Chinese, so syempre, ima-match nyo yung Chinese na their economic to the pricing, something like that. And then, we have set your own rules. Okay, so ito, pag may nag-message na sa'yo or ano na sa'yo ng course, pwede ka na mag-set ng own rules. Pwede mo itong i-send sa kanila. So, example, wait. Yan. So, these are some of the terms and conditions. Course must be paid in advance. So, yan. Pwede kayo mismo yung mag-craft ng inyong sarili. So, yung talagang hindi kayo mahahassle parehas ni student. Ano po? So, yan, 31 for 25 minutes. Something parang 200 plus to for 25 minutes. Then, may rules din kayo pag absent na walang notification. So, pwede nyo siyang gawin. Ano po? Then, we have, okay, so ito yung mga gamit na kailangan natin. Okay. So, ito yung gamit natin na kailangan. Noise cancelling headset. So, yan. Ito talaga yung hinahanap. Kasi talaga nagre-reklamo yung students pag maingay. Pag may natilaok na manok, pag may natahol na aso. Yun. Then, okay, pwede din yung crisp. Pero na-try ko na siya kasi talagang hindi siya nagana sa akin. Hindi ko alam kung bakit. Laptop, i5 or higher. So, ito yung nailagay kong picture. Sorry. Kasi ito yung akin ngayon. So, i5 or higher. Then, webcam. Yan. Webcam. Naka-webcam ako yung A4 Tech na 1080. Then, Wi-Fi, of course. So, madaming ESL company na nagre-require ng at least 25 pataas. Mga ganon. A quiet room and book. Kailangan nyo syempre ng books. Kailangan meron na kayong books before you. Syempre, hindi naman kung kailan kayo may students na saka kayo maghahagilap ng books. Okay, next. We have tools and resources. So, ano-ano ba ang mga ginagamit? Usually pag online class. So, pwedeng Skype, Zoom, Groove, and ito yung pinaka-favorite ng lahat, ClassIn. Okay, so ClassIn. Alright, so next, communication tools. So ito yung, dito pwedeng mag-inform student pag absent siya. Dito mo siya pwedeng i-message. We have WeChat, Zalo, what's this? WhatsApp and Skype. Okay, so yan po. And then payment method natin is, kadalasan is PayPal. Kasi ito yung pinaka-convenient para sa lahat. Okay po. And then, yan, FB groups. So, kasi kailangan nyo kasi ng resources pag nag-ESL teacher kayo. And especially si Google, lagi naman nandyan si Google. Pero meron tayong FB groups na pwede nating kuhanan ng mga books na gagamitin natin sa pagtuturo. So, meron ito dito ako lagi nakakakuha. Talagang very generous sila. Free ESL material. So, parang ito lang talaga. Meron din yung isa, yan, independent teachers. So ito kasi, meron sila ditong binibigay na free activities na pwede nyong magamit sa ClassIn. And then ito naman, pag maghahanap kayo ng students, yan, yung mga ganito. Kasi ito, hindi ka join sa isang group na puro ESL teacher. So, ang hahanapin mong group is yung, for example, ito kasi ay, pag translate mo kasi yan, students learning English in Vietnam. Ganon. So, pwede ka dito makakuha ng student. Kasi may magpo-post dyan na, I'm looking for a teacher at 9 o'clock. Yun, ganon. Tapos yun, pwede ka doon mag-comment. Then, okay, so ito, resources pa rin, books. Okay, so ito, madami to. Sawa-sawa. Sawa-sawa sa libro. Okay. Then, ito, pwede din. Sabi ko nga, online. Pwede kayo mag-online games bago mag-start yung class or pag yung feel mo yung bata is bored na. Okay? Yan, resources, yan. So madami talaga sila pwedeng i-utilize. Yan. Yan, ito pa yung ibang sites. So, kung meron man may gusto, pwede ko siyang i-share mamaya. And then, ito, assessment tools. Okay, sabi ko nga, kasi meron akong napuntahan dati na ESL company na meron silang mga, yung, for example, natapos yung isang unit sa book, ang gagawin is magi-quiz or magte-test. So, pwedeng gumamit ng Kahoot. So, ito, ano to, very interactive, quizzes. So, yan, kasi may mga sounds yan. So, yung bata is, hindi sila naboboard. Pag naman, long test, pwede ang Google Forms. Ito namang top worksheet. So, pwede ka ditong gumawa ng, if you want na may homework yung bata, so pwede din siya dito. Ito pong top worksheets. Then we have, okay, wait. Okay, yeah. I think, yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm not sure if very mabilis ang aking discussion. Okay, so ito lang naman yung ng ESL teaching. Believe in yourself. Kasi ito, sabi ko, nung una kasi 'di ba sabi ko, nag-send ako ng video introduction, hindi natanggap. Sabi ko, ano pa yun? So, feeling ko, down na ako nun. Ba't ganun? So, believe in yourself. Sabi nga, kahit naman sa field nyo gusto, believe in yourself. Pag gusto nyo, gusto nyo. So, embarking on a freelance ESL teaching, so it involves planning, effective marketing, pag gusto mo talaga na private students yung makuha mo, and commitment. Kasi madami na kasing Filipino ESL teachers, yung pag nakuha yung bayad is ng ghost. So, ito, talaga siya, commitment. Sabi nga ni Ate Divine, passion. Kailangan may passion ka sa pagtuturo. So, yun po. So, delivering quality education. May question po ba? Okay, wala. Okay. So, yan po. Thank you everyone. So, pag may questions po kayo sa yung ating participants, pag na-feel nyo, parang bet ko yung ESL teaching So, pwede nyo akong kontakin. So, yan. Okay. Yeah, that's it po. May questions po ba?
Any questions po for Miss Christine, guys?
Okay. Nasagot na naman yung yan.
Yung kanina.
Yan, opo.
Ay, may question po. Any
Yan.
suggestions po?
How can we acquire experience for non-teachers? Okay po. Okay, so kasi ako teacher kasi. Pero may mga kakilala ako na hindi talaga sila teacher. Meron kasing may mga nag-o-offer sa Facebook. Pero ano na naman kasi to, pwede nyo siyang, option nyo siya kung gusto nyo siyang i-take or not. May mga nag-o-offer ng ESL training, parang ganon. Tapos, or kung talagang wala namang budget for that, nandiyan naman si YouTube. Madaming nag-upload sa YouTube ng sample classes nila. So, pwede nyo siyang panuurin, then aralin nyo yung flow, aralin nyo yung ano ba yung ginagamit nilang strategies while teaching. So, yon. Meron sa YouTube, pero meron din sa Facebook. Yung pag may nakita kasi kayo sa Facebook na nag-o-offer ng, kasi nag-undergo din ako noon. Yun nga kasi hindi ako nakapasa sa video introduction. Nag-enroll ako dun sa isang training for ESL teaching. Kasi sabi ko, ano ba meron? Ba't hindi ako makapasa sa video introduction na to? So, yun. Yun po. I hope I was able to answer the question po. Okay po.
Iyo.
May questions pa po ba tayo?
Questions pa po? Anyone?
Ay, excuse me po, add ko lang po yung sa walang experience. Huwag po kayo mag-hesitate na i-try yung ESL teaching, lalo na kung alam yung may potential kayo tas gusto nyo po. Usually, yung mga office-based, tumatanggap sila ng no experience. Doon po lahat nagsisimula. Office-based kasi mas madaling i-monitor ng mga managers. Tapos yung training talaga one-on-one. Meron din pong mga, I think sa Facebooks, if you are interested, you can follow certain groups, ES groups for Vietnamese, for European students. Pero pag European students, I believe kailangan talaga na experience kasi magaling
Ano
siya
na po
mag-English eh.
yes.
Pero for Koreans, if you think naiintindihan naman yung accent nyo, kaya nyo namang makipag-usap or dalhin yung klase, estudyante, pwede po tumatanggap sila ng mga no experience, pero office-based talaga magsisimula pag no experience. Kasi especially freelance, gusto ko lang i-clarify, pag freelance ESL teaching po, kailangan experience ka na kasi solo ka na eh. Pinatibay ka na ng panahon, ng lahat ng
Yes.
experience mo, kumbaga. Pero kung no experience ka pa po, mag-under ka muna ng company.
Yes, that's right.
At least 1 year, 2 years, panigurado, magiging expert ka na rin po.
Yes po. Yung madagdag ko lang din, yung GLATS, if nakikita nyo yon GLATS, parang doon yun doon nagtatry yung iba na gusto talagang maging ESL teacher, GLATS. Kasi nagpo-post sila home base, then meron din silang ISP or yung home base na teacher. Tapos meron din siyang training. May tinetrain din naman nila. Pero yun nga, kasi mas maganda talaga yung nasa office kayo para yung nabibigyan kayo ng feedback, sinasabi sa inyo kung ano yung dapat pang i-improve. Yun po.
At saka po yung mga freelance, lahat yung nagsimula po sa office-based. Walang isang araw nag-freelance agad sila. Office-based, yung iba nag-man to man po muna yon. Like yung Koreans, may academy sila dito. Tapos pagkatapos nung contract nila sa academy, kakausapin ka nila kung pwede mong ituloy yung klase. Ganun po nagsimula sa freelance yon. Tapos ikaw magde-decide kung kaya mo ng online. Pero kung malapit yung bahay mo dun sa hotel ng estudyante, pwede rin siya na magtatagpo kayo somewhere. So, yun po usually dun.
May tanong po ata.
Coach,
Yes.
si Coach A.
Si Coach A, may tanong po ata.
Ayan.
Yes, Coach.
Spare me blue, ha? Hello. 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 Hello.
Hello, hello.
Ayan. So spare me for not turning on my camera kasi I'm on my mobile. Pero siguro kasi this is recorded actually. So if other than the participants that we have for tonight, this will be also be delivered via email through our other participants and so on. So for those who really want to be proficient in English or in any language, confidence is the key. But the tricky part is you can't be confident without competency. Competence actually comes from skills. Pero the question is, paano ka pala magiging confident and competent kung hindi ka ganun ka-komportable sa sarili mo? Yun kasi yun. So okay, mag-freelance ako, okay, mag-corporate ako, but if you're not actually comfortable, let's start with the word comfortable. If you're not comfortable with yourself, ayaw mo makita ang sarili mo sa camera, oh my God, parang hindi ka gandang-ganda sa sarili mo, hindi ka gwapong-gwapo sa sarili mo. Pag naririnig mo yung boses mo sa recording, parang pangit na pangit ka. So how would you convince other people that you're good enough if you're not,
Yes.
you haven't convinced yourself yet that you are good enough? So unahin nyo bago kayo lumabas ng bahay, utang na loob, hanapin nyo ang mga salamin muna. Kung may cellphone o kaysa mag-scroll kayo sa TikTok, videohan nyo ang sarili nyo. Huwag nyo i-post kung ayaw nyo. Videohan nyo lang ang sarili nyo. Kayo ang unang maging tagahanga ng sarili nyo. Right? You have to understand that before others could see your potential, you have to see the potential in you. Before other people would listen to you, you have to listen to yourself first. Okay? So you can't be proficient if there is no believing in yourself first. You have to believe that you can. And you can't convince yourself if you won't practice within yourself first. See to it that every day you see your face, whatever it is, wherever it is. Kasi hodang salamin yan, cellphone yan. You have to see to it that you have to see yourself. Hi, self. Ang ganda-ganda mo talaga today. Ganyan. Gigil na gigil ka. Para paglabas mo, kahit hindi ka pa nagsasalita, you're oozing with confidence. Alright? It's good vibes. And then, when you practice the language, kahit ako, pag tinuruan ako ng Indian, anak ng pag-ibig naman, no? Diba? Kahit ako na any new dialect, any new language, it's kind of difficult for us to speak it. Alright? We have to test our tongues. Pero, hindi natin masisimulan yan kung hindi tayo maniniwala na kaya ko yan. Ay, ang hirap naman yan. Alright. So, how would you speak it if, wait lang, hindi mo pa nga nasisubukan eh. Nagdududa ka na sa sarili mo. Sabihin mo lang. 'Di ba? You have to try. You have to, no matter how difficult it is. Again, lagi ko sinasabi sa team ko, you can't grow without breaking the grounds. A whale can never grow inside the fishbowl. You want to be big, go out of your comfort zone. You want to grow, break the grounds. You want to live long, you have to break yourself first. Because when you break your bones, you're making your bones strong enough. Right? Yun lang. Okay? So, thank you. Magka-thank you ako. Thank you, Divine. Thank you at Christine. Si Divine yata for
Yes po.
tomorrow, no? Ayan. Kasi, eto mga dekalibreng ESL na to, inagaw lang natin ng oras.
Oo nga, coach.
Inagaw lang.
Ay,
Yeah.
cancel ako ng class. Hanggang bukas.
Oh my God. Diba? Diba? Thank you
Okay
so
lang.
much, guys.
Kasi coach, ano yun eh.
We have created this.
Para comfort zone ko yun eh. Tapos sabi ko,
Thank
anak ko,
you.
sige, sige na.
Thank you so much. For any question that you would be having, I think, Brian, we have created a GC for everyone para it's kind of difficult to create questions at this moment kasi hindi pa natin tinatry. We know it that when we are trying, when we are immersing in when we are immersing ourselves in the industry that we want to be in, dun pa lang natin makikita, ay,
Tama
tubig pala
po.
ito, alanguyin ko pala ito, apoy pala ito, kung ano mang 4 elements, kailangan ko ba maging airbender dito, kailangan ko maging earthbender dito. Kapag nandun na, saka pa lang natin malalaman. You have
Yes
to ask
po.
questions. Don't hesitate to ask questions. We have created the GC for you. Get in there, magtanong kayo, mangulit kayo doon, because curiosity doesn't kill the cat now. In this generation, curiosity never kills the cat. It makes the cat lives longer,
Yes.
right? All right. So back to you guys.
Ay,
Okay. Yeah. Thank you po. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, coach. Ito na yun.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that this seminar or like training ends here. So guys, mag-photo op muna tayo. And reminder lang po, we have our post-evaluation form. It's already sent earlier. So i-resend ko lang po. So para meron tayo. Ito yung sa post-evaluation form. Please kindly fill them out so you can have your certificate. And we can hear your thoughts about this seminar. And next week, no, tomorrow pala, sorry. Ako na nag-move.
tomorrow
Sorry.
na. Right.
Tomorrow pala, sorry. Tomorrow, same time, same place, I guess, same link. We will have the continuation of ESL, and it will be focusing more on the qualifications of an ESL. Let's see kung kakayanin nyo ba ang qualifications,
Yes.
gugustuhin bang kayanin, and how to create a curriculum. Kasi yun yung bukod sa ganda nyo, of course, kailangan natin ng materials sa teaching. So I'm gonna help you what are the pointers you have to consider in creating lesson materials. Or at least saan kayo makakuha ng lessons, anong itsura ng lesson materials ng ESL compared to other schools like public and private schools. And yeah, pero sisimplihan lang po natin. Kasi dapat sa 1 hour magkasya yun.
True.
So, yes, so bukas po ulit. And si Sir Brian ang magte-take ng photos, right po,
Yes
sir?
po. Guys, pa-turn on po ng camera if available po. May photo op po tayo. Yeah.
Yeah, one slide lang po. Okay.
Okay, sige. If hindi naman po available, okay lang. Sige.
Okay. So,
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Isa pa po. Wait lang po. 1, 2, 3.
okay, okay po. Announce ko lang din kasi currently working sa hiring. Kung interested po kayo sa ESL talaga, nag-a-accept po yung company namin, even no
Wow.
experience, gagawa natin ng paraan. Akong bahala.
Wow,
Pero kailangan po,
lakas.
Lakas
hindi kasi
talaga. Go, ma'am.
kailangan ko lang po i-screen yung candidate, gano'n. So kung hindi kaya, but at least you undergo this kind of training or more trainings to come para maging qualified po tayo. Pero hiring po kami, spread the word. Naghahanap po ako ng ESL teachers for
Oh, may ano
one
na
of
si
my
Ate
companies.
Divine. May sarili na siya.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I own
Agency
one
na po
ESL
si Miss
company.
Divine, by the way.
Nag-hire
Oh,
kami ng teachers. Pero hindi po freelance 'yun ha. Wag niyo pong ire-recruit yung student ha. I mean, hindi siya freelance po. So under siya ng company. So iba po yung rate kapag company. Yes, Miss Alili, please. You can member ba si Miss Alili ng ano, ng group
Doon na, oo,
natin?
na,
Message niyo
alam
lang
ko
po.
meron ng ano GC. And then,
Ah,
join the PCC.
Opo.
You want
So
more
yun,
mentorship and opportunity, ayan o, lahat ng
yes.
Decalibre nasa PCC na.
Sige po, apply po kayo for sure. Hindi, ako mismo mag-interview and mag-screen. So hindi kayo mahirapan.
oh yan.
Yan, very good.
Yan po.
Miss Divine, pa isa pang picture. Hindi
Sige
gumana
po.
yung
Isa
isa,
pa po.
guys. Pa isa pa pong
Okay.
picture. Sorry. Okay, sige. 1, 2, 3. Hey, yo. Thank you po.
Okay po. Thank you
Salamat
so
po.
much po ulit. Salamat
Thank you
Ma'am
po.
Christine, Coach A, everyone.
Thank you po.
Thank you,
Brian,
Miss
you.
Divine.
thank
Thank you,
you.
everyone po. See you
Po.
tomorrow, by the
Bye.
way. Thank you so much.
Thank you po. Take care. Bye.
Bye po.
Take care. Bye po.